Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Virgo for the month of April 2024. So I'm going to shuffle my cards and I'm just going to focus around you. The cards I'm using today are the Tarot Prague deck. Prague is very close to my heart and my soul. So a good shuffle, focusing around you and just laying down your 10 cards on the table in front of me. Right, let's have a good look at what's going on here. Okay, and do feel free to comment as I go through the reading. Anything which resonates with you, just put it down. It really does help me to improve my future readings. Maybe you feel I'm too robotic, then just put that down, or any good points or bad points. It really does help me to grow and do better readings for you. So don't be shy. So the first card in the here and now is the Sun card in the reversed position. Okay, there's a strong sense that all happiness has been sucked from you. Okay, I do see like this vision of like this sort of crystal ball which had a lot of light in it, but all the light was sucked out and it's kind of been replaced with like these sort of clouds of kind of sort of darkness, like this dark smoke which is in there. So there is a strong sense that you feel confused here with what's been going on. If you can relate to this, please do comment, just below. It really does help, as I say. It could well be something here about a broken marriage or a relationship that reached rock bottom. It's like this feeling that happiness turned to sadness and that laughter turn to tears, but this is just where you're at the moment. Okay, things will change, and in fact I'm being told by spirit that everything must balance up in the end. Okay, it must do, but we go through all these different lifetimes. You're not wanting it to be in the next lifetime or a lifetime further down the road. Okay, you're wanting it to be in this lifetime, and for things to balance up, there's a strong sense of the need to trust. Okay, trust in the universe and to allow, trusting and allowing are very, very similar. It's a bit like, if you remember, like a sort of CB radio where you used to press a button to give, if you like, or to talk. There's been a lot of giving, but to receive, it's not taking. There's a thin line between take and receiving. Okay, completely different. Taking can be quite negative, where receiving is more positive. Okay, so when you let go of the button, you kind of sort of receive. It comes to you. Okay, you're not grabbing at it, but it's kind of flowing towards you. That's the kind of energy which I kind of sort of get with you. So there is a strong sense of this turnaround on the way. It's interesting, the Sun card, either like upright or reversed, is a major card. Okay, so there are some major issues around you, some situations that need resolving. And in fact, with the High Priestess in the reverse position crossing, a strong sense there have been some secrets which have been revealed recently, which caused you a lot of upset, a lot of anxiety, that had the effect of just bringing your whole world just kind of sort of crashing down. Okay, again, just comment if you can relate to any of this. Also something here about a toxic energy around you, which has been around you. It's a feminine energy. So it could be male or female, but I kind of sense of kind of sort of feminine kind of sort of energy here. Okay, and it's kind of been holding you back. The whole situation has been holding you back. It's very much related to this divorce or this ending of a long-term relationship or problems around the relationship here for you. So in the past, coming to the present, I've got the Eight of Pentacles. First thing I see here is the Phoenix. Okay, what that means is that what you feel is impossible is actually going to become a reality for you. Okay, the Phoenix is rising from the ashes here. Okay, so even though things have reached rock bottom, things can balance up in this kind of sort of lifetime. In fact, in the next 6 months, I am sensing something here. I see this face. Okay, you're going to face up to a situation because you have been burying your head in the sand and been very much in denial around a situation, but once you face up to things and face up to reality, then this brings about these changes which you're wanting, because there's like this gate, okay, but there's weird and wonderful things beyond that gate. It's very karmic. Once lessons have been learned, it's not about good or bad, it's more about experience, you know, and about you getting more of what you want out of life, okay. But because it's karmic, it's kind of, you get what you need so that you can get what you want. So it's like a craftsman, you know, they may be making like a sort of statue or a painting, you know, so they'll have like the paintbrushes and the colours, and they actually use that to actually make a beautiful picture. Or you may get a chisel and some stone, and then you kind of carve it out to make a beautiful statue. So you kind of get what you need so you can get what you want, but you have to use the tools correctly. Much better. I kind of look ahead really to the next 3 months. I kind of set like a weather forecast. You know, you can kind of get it right from the energies now, but you can only look so far because things can change, you know. But I'm generally looking ahead to the next 3 months, so it's pretty accurate for that time frame. A lot more positive energy coming in for you, okay. I do sense there's going to be more passion with you, so there's going to be more passion around your work, around your business situation, and around relationships, okay. So everything happens at the same time. It's a bit like when you wait for buses, isn't it? And then 3 come along at once, you know. Have you experienced that? Again, you know, do comment as I'm going through this. It's very important for me to grow and for me to expand as well. So don't be shy, as I said, okay. But it's very positive, this positive energy, yeah. It's about you feeling more positive about things. I mean, it's impossible to be positive all the time, but it's kind of you looking at things, and whatever's happened, you kind of put a positive side to it, okay. You see the positive in everything, okay. That's the kind of way which things are going, and then you build up this positive momentum, and then you start to attract more and more good things into your life. It works for me, so there's no reason why it can't work for you, okay. So the card in the goal position is the Temperance card. Clearly shows you wanting more balance here. It's quite interesting. You've got 3 major cards here, you know, with the Temperance, the Sun, and the High Priestess. So there's a lot of major issues, a lot of major situations, but it's also about big changes taking place as well. You're wanting more balance here, okay. It's like you've given so much, you know, someone's been taking. I mean, you would think, wouldn't you, that if you give, then you get it back, but it doesn't always work like that with some people. Some people just take. And the way really to play this situation is what I talked about earlier with the CB radio and the microphone. You have got to let go, got to trust, and then it will come back to you from one source or another. It's not always from the same source, okay, but things will balance up for them. Take from that what you want, okay, but things will balance up for them, okay, things will balance up for you, and things will balance up for everybody, okay. But because you've had your hardships and things have been working against you, the wheels are going to start turning in your favour, which is clearly shown here by the King of Wands. Subconsciously, I've got the King of Cups, okay. I think there's a strong sense of you feeling quite emotional here, okay. It shows you being very much in touch with your feelings, you know. I do sense strongly that you're trying to let go of something, a situation or a person, and then you kind of sort of move forward, and then you kind of sort of slip back into your sea of emotions, okay. It's like your heart and your mind being in conflict here, okay. But once your heart and your mind work together, there's no stopping you, okay. But there's got to be some kind of agreement, some kind of balance, some kind of compromise here. It's a bit like being in that car, you know, where you got your foot on the accelerator and your hand on the handbrake, and you just go around in circles. You just go round and round and round. But if you put your foot gently on the accelerator and then gently off the handbrake, then you'll move forward, okay. And I think the answer here is allowing, because once you do let go, which satisfies your mind, then you allow what's yours to come in, which satisfies your heart. So if you can, and that's actually true, that always happens. So there's no kind of fixing here or anything like that, or making up false beliefs. That's what happens when you let go. You allow what's yours to come in. I've seen it happen so many times. It just happens over and over again. Okay, so I think that's the key. That's the answer for you. That's what you've been looking for. But of course, doubts do come in, and of course, doubts are a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, you kind of get what you put out comes back. You know, I see the subconscious, which is this card. It's the same as the universe. It's kind of, but like the inverse, if you like. Okay, like two halves of you. So the next card is the advice card. Hold back. Okay, the Knight of Cups. It's clearly saying, hold back. You've got to hold back here. Okay, you've got to stop giving so much of yourself because someone keeps taking, and you'll notice there will start to be positive results. Things will start coming towards you. I also see like this vision. I think it's the Five of Pentacles, but it shows like a person on crutches, a woman walking next to them on rags. Okay, and the feeling here is that once you put on your glad rags and you walk away from this person and think about you, focus on yourself, those crutches go flying up in the air and that person comes running towards you. It's like a miracle. But that's what happens, you know, with people, with situations. Sometimes it takes a long time, but it will happen. So this is what's happened on the outside at the moment. And it really does sum up, really. You know, you do feel in a very, very difficult place at the moment. Things have been working against you. It's like you had it all and then you lost it. You know, I see like this vision of like this roulette wheel. You know, you put £100,000 or dollars or euros on red and it comes up black. You feel gutted, but you feel a whole lot more gutted than that. Okay, it's like defeat was taken from the jaws of victory for you. Okay, but what I do sense is that things are going to balance up for you. Things are going to be positive for you. There's going to be positive shifts, you know, around work, business, around relationship situations. You're shown to feel a whole lot more positive. It's like this transitional period which you're going through, you know, like that plane going from one place to a better place and experiencing turbulence along the way, or lorry going towards the wrong place, going towards negativity. It realizes it's going the wrong way, and it's so huge. When it turns around, it causes a lot of disruption, frustrations, but once it turns around, then it's full steam ahead. So it's like this transitional period which you're going through. Your hopes and your fears. You fear change. I think we all fear change. Okay, we resist change. That is the biggest fear here. But there's something here about you stepping back from a situation. It's like you haven't been able to see the wood for the trees. Okay, you've been feeling very emotional. You've been feeling very like sort of dissatisfied about things. But the feeling here is that once you step back, take some time out, you'll see the bigger picture. You'll see what needs to be done. Wow. Final card is the Star card, which is about your wishes being fulfilled here. I do sense you put out a lot of wishes to the universe. They have been listened to and in the process of being answered. I would say the downside of this card is you have to fine tune them because there's a lot of wastage. So what that means is, number one, you may have witnessed spilt liquids. Something may have spilt, you know, and it's a message from the universe. They speak to us in symbols, through numbers, repeated numbers, or things which happen. They can't speak to us directly because we're like in a different kind of sort of dimension. You know, it's a bit like if you're on two dimensions, you go up and down, left and right. We can't. They wouldn't be able to comprehend like up and down, like we can't comprehend the fourth dimension. You know, they can experience everything, but we can't experience the spiritual plane from where we are now because they just give us these symbols and these signs which kind of sort of help us. So you may witness some kind of spillage, which is saying there's a need for you to be more efficient. So more efficient in a lot of ways, in a practical sense with what you do, getting everything tidied up, sorted out, with your intention setting. So you put out your good intentions to the universe. They're positive, they're in the here and now. And then the next moment you back them up with worries, fears, doubt. And the universe listens to both and it just kind of sort of cancels them out. Okay, so the more you can put weight on your positive intentions, the better, because you'll get more and more of what you want. Okay, and don't forget, intentions are also throughout the day as well, so in your thoughts as well. So watch your thoughts during the day, and they may need to be changed as well, and then you'll get more of what you want. But overall, it's a very, very positive reading. Even though things are shown to be difficult now, I can appreciate that. It's shown up in the reading. Things are shown to vastly improve here over the next 3 months, where there's more positivity, more passion, improvements around work, around business, and also around the relationship situation. Thank you.